What's going on, guys? I'm Andrew, and this is Movie Source. So today we're going to be doing something a little bit different than what we've usually done on the channel before. We're going to be doing some movie news talk. So we're going to be going over the last few days of movie news, and then we're going to be discussing what we think about these topics. Usually I'm going to be doing this alone. When Jason is available, sometimes he will be joining me. But this is, again, like I said, a new segment that we're going to be introducing on this channel. We'd love to hear in the comments section what you think about this idea after the video is over. And please let us know in the comment section, do you think this is a good idea? Would you guys like us to start doing more movie news videos like this one? Did you enjoy this video? Let us know in the comment section. We'd love to hear your opinion. Now, we're going to be going back the last few days, as far as back as July 27th up until tonight of me filming this, July 30th. This should be posted tomorrow on the 31st, but this is going to be all the top stories that Jason and I could find up to then, and I'm just going to be sharing what I think about these stories. So without further ado, let's get this video started. So, first story that we're going to be getting into here is the Batman test screening was reportedly shown yesterday to people who had signed an NDA, and I guess they didn't really, listen to that NDA or follow it because apparently they're blabbing about it and letting us know how amazingly awesome it is. Now, I usually don't really put too much stock into these, test screenings that are done months and months ahead of time. Whether it's true or not to me is irrelevant. I mean, look, I think this movie's going to be awesome. I mean, we've got an amazing, amazing director who's doing this film, Matt Reeves. The last two Apes films were just incredible. Cloverfield was amazing. He just really understands how to write and direct deep characters and make an incredible, intense, suspenseful action film. So I'm not worried about that with the hands of Matt Reeves. I know this film is going to be phenomenal. And also, too, the writers of, I believe it's Mattson Tomlin, and I think it's Peter Craig who's also writing this, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Peter Craig, who also did The Town, Bad Boys for Life. So this film is in really good hands, and I mean, even from the day Robert Pattinson was cast as Batman, and everyone was up in arms, or at least most people were. I know there were some people who were saying that it was going to be okay, but I think he's a great actor, and right the day he was cast, I trusted Matt Reeves' opinion. It was kind of like we've learned. I know he's not Christopher Nolan, but we've learned in the past, like, not to freak out over these things. I mean, when Heath Ledger was cast back in July 30th, 2006, everyone freaked out. I didn't. I said, I trust Christopher Nolan. I want to see what the film looks like first before I judge. Same thing with Anne Hathaway. I was like, I trust Christopher Nolan, and I also trust Matt Reeves. And we are hearing from the test screening people that Robert Pattinson was amazing. Paul Dano and Zoe Kravitz were phenomenal as well as Edward Nashton, a.k.a. the Riddler, and Selena Kyle for Zoe Kravitz, a.k.a. Catwoman. So there's no doubt in my mind this film is going to be epic and amazing. Also, too, I do have one of my best friends. He does work for DC Comics, and he's been telling me for months now, you're just not. He's been saying, Andrew, you're not ready for the ride that Matt Reeves has planned for you, and also the trilogy he has planned. This first movie is going to be epic, and that's like, words can't even express how epic this film is going to be. So, again, whether this is true or not is irrelevant to me, because I know this film is in great hands with Matt Reeves and the writers Mattson Tomlin, Peter Craig, and Matt Reeves. So there's no doubt in my mind this is going to be amazing, and setting up for the trilogy that Matt Reeves has planned. I can't wait to see this in March of 2022. And again, if this is true, great. I think it's going to be great whether this is true or not, but good news either way, and this gets me more pumped to see the film, and I can't wait to see the trailer next month, so looking really forward to seeing that as well. Alright, well, let's move on to our next story. We got Adil El-Arbi teases the latest script draft of Batgirl for HBO Max starring Leslie Grace. Now, I really hope this script is great. I really do like Adil El-Arbi. I haven't seen most of his films. I've only seen Bad Boys for Life, and I really enjoyed that film. I thought that was a great, if you want to call it a trilogy for the three Bad Boys films. Obviously, Michael Bay did the first two, but I really thought he closed the series off, if that is the last one, with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, in a really satisfying way. He just, again, he's got a deep understanding of action and just complex characters, and I'm just really looking forward to this. And of course, we've got J.K. Simmons coming back, so that's going to be interesting to see, because we only got a very short tease of him in Zack Snyder's Justice League. I'm really looking forward to seeing J.K. Simmons back. But again, I'm really this is going to be interesting because Leslie Grace is a fantastic actress. There's a film she did. I didn't see it, but apparently it was really good. I'm just seeing what it's called here. It's called The Height, or In the Heights, rather. Apparently it was really good. I've been hearing a lot of praise. Maybe Jason and I will watch it and give you a review. Let us know if you want us to review that in the comment section. But I heard she's an amazing actress, and I'm looking really forward to seeing this one. And I really would love to see Ben Affleck come back in this one. I know supposedly The Flash is the last next year in 2022 along with Michael Keaton. It's supposed to be the last time that Ben Affleck comes back as Batman. But having said that, he wasn't even supposed to come back for that. He was supposed to be done after the Justice League film. So, we'll see if possibly. I'm not really counting on Ben Affleck to be in this film, but one can hope. So we'll have to see what happens. But exciting news to see that tease by the director. And again, I'm really looking forward to this. Again, no prejudging of any kind. I just want to see the trailer and go from there, and we'll see what happens with this one. Next, we got Cobra Kai has been renewed for season 5. Now, we have done reviews for Cobra Kai season 1 and season 2 and season 3 on here on this channel. If you haven't checked those out, definitely check them out in some of our past videos. I don't know about you guys, but I freaking love this show. It's one of my favorites. I was always growing up a huge fan of the Karate Kid series that came out in 1984, 86, and 89. Didn't really care about the next Karate Kid with Hilary Swank. It wasn't really for me. I still loved Mr. Miyagi in that film, but not for me, that film. If you love it, that's totally cool. I still have, I mean, I know some of you are going to say in the comment section, how do you call yourself a Karate Kid fan? Never seen it. I never have seen the remake version with Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan. I've seen a few minutes here and there, but I've not seen the film as a whole. But just in general, I'm a huge fan of the Karate Kid series, and I love Cobra Kai. It can be cheesy at times, but it's just really heartwarming. It's got great action in it, and at times it can be hysterically funny as well. And it's just a really engaging show, and it really has a lot of depth. And even season 3, for instance, I mean, all 3 seasons are fantastic in my opinion, but like season 3, for instance, added so much depth and background, for instance, to the Kreese and Terry Silver relationship that it made me appreciate Karate Kid Part 3 even more. I still don't think that's a great film. I mean, it's still a good entry in the Karate Kid series, even though I definitely put it on the bottom tier of the first 3 for sure. But watching that film after seeing season 3 added so much more depth when I saw the scenes in Vietnam with Kreese and Terry Silver. It added just so much more background and depth to that film that I've never enjoyed Karate Kid Part 3 more than that. So, again, I love this announcement. I know we haven't seen season 4 yet. We've only seen a very little glimpse of a teaser for season 4, and obviously one of my favorite characters and many of your favorite characters from Karate Kid Part 3, Terry Silver, is coming back. I can't wait to see that. We all pretty much guessed that was going to happen after season 3, and especially we knew that's who Kreese was talking to over the phone. It's going to be interesting to see who else comes back in season 4. Mike Barnes' character from Karate Kid Part 3. If he's not back in season 4, I would definitely expect him to be back in season 5. I also expect, I mean, not expect, but I wouldn't, I'd be interested to see if they're going to bring back Hilary Swank's character. I believe it's Julie Pierce. Is that her name? Let me see. I know I wrote down. Yep, Julie Pierce. I was right. Good. It'd be interesting to see if they bring back Julie Pierce. I know she's not going to be in season 4, but possibly in season 5. That would be interesting to see if they do bring her back. Again, didn't really care about the next Karate Kid, but it's still cool when they bring back old characters from the Karate Kid film. So definitely be interested to see that. As she does have obviously a history with Mr. Miyagi, so it'd be cool to see Daniel LaRusso embrace her in that way if they do end up bringing her back in season 5. But having said, as excited as I am for the renewal of season 5, that tells me that they're ultra confident that season 4 is just fantastic. So I'm just so pumped and ready for that as well. And definitely be on the lookout for that review. And we're also going to be doing Easter eggs, references, and trivia for that as well. So be on the lookout. If you don't want to miss that, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification, and you will not miss that or any other videos that we post on here. All right, next story. All Hail the King is now on Disney Plus. Now, if you don't know what that is, I'm sure most of you do, but in case you don't, that's basically right after the events of Iron Man 3. That's with Ben Kingsley's character, Trevor Slattery. That's where he's now in prison even though he really didn't do anything in terms of he wasn't a violent or evil human being, he still was partaking in what the bad guys were doing in Iron Man 3. So he did go to prison just for his involvement in that. Now, having said that, what this is it's just a very little small short, and it shows that the real Mandarin, who we now obviously see in Shang-Chi, he hires one of his goons to infiltrate the prison and to basically take Trevor, to him because he wants to kill him himself for tarnishing the Mandarin name as a false prophecy and all that. So it's really entertaining. Ben Kingsley again is just so freaking hysterical in this. I know a lot of you didn't care for what the reveal was in Iron Man 3. I'm a huge Mandarin fan, and what we're going to see in Shang-Chi and the way Shane Black did it in part 3, it really didn't bother me. I totally respect and understand and get why it bothered so many people in Iron Man 3. It's totally understandable, again, why it did bother everyone. But having said that, it didn't personally bother me. I like that twist, how they did it, and now that we're getting the real Mandarin. I just think if for some reason you have not seen this short, definitely check it out on Disney Plus. It's a great, it's great to watch. I would say before you see Shang-Chi, watch Iron Man 3, and then watch this before you see Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings. Also, as well, Jason and I are going to have a review out in that film very soon, probably by the end of the week. We're also going to have a spoiler talk, as well as I'm not sure if we're going to do Easter eggs, but definitely references and trivia for the film. I will be posting that as well. So definitely be on the lookout for those videos in the next 4 to 7 days. We will be posting that, so be on the lookout. And if you have seen All Hail the King, let me know if that's your favorite short, because there have been a bunch of other shorts that they've released. I believe it was Phase 1 and Phase 2 where when they released they released another one of Agent Coulson when he was on his way to New Mexico in the first Thor film, and he stopped a guy in like a 7-Eleven or a little stop market place like that. He stopped someone. It was a really cool little action sequence short. So there have been a few other shorts. Let us know in the comment section what some of your favorite ones. All Hail the King is probably my favorite just because Ben Kingsley just kills it as Trevor Slattery, and I love him in that role. But let us know what some of your favorites are. If that one's your favorite, or if there's a different one. The Umbrella Academy Season 3 has finally wrapped filming, and I gotta tell you, we didn't review Seasons 1 or 2. Jason, unfortunately, has not seen that show. We will be at some point reviewing the first 2 seasons, probably to get you ready for Season 3. I'm hoping Jason's seen it by then. If not, I might just review that on my own. Let us know in the comment section if you do want to see those reviews by myself if Jason has not done it. But either way, we're probably going to do. I'm just curious to see if you guys do want to see us review that. But I'm a huge fan of the show. I think it's really great. I love seeing that family dynamic. It's got that real X-Men feel to it where everyone's got different kind of powers. They're in the mansion and all that. But it's just such a wonderful show. I love how Season 2 really deviated away from Season 1, did its own thing. Didn't rely on same kind of gimmicks, and I really love the family dynamic. Now they're all so different, but they're all there to achieve one goal, and I really dig and love this show. So it's exciting to hear that Season 3 is coming back. Definitely we're going to be reviewing Season 3 when it comes out. If Jason again has not seen 1 or 2 or 3, I will be doing that myself, as well as references and trivia. I will say that I did read that the showrunner Steve Blackman teased that fans can expect a wilder, bigger, zanier season than ever before. I mean, I love hearing that news because, again, I thought Season 2 was, I know Seasons 1 and 2 end on the, end of the world kind of scenarios, but still having heard that, that's really exciting news to hear. Again, hopefully, I don't want to get into spoilers here in case any of you haven't seen Season 2 or even Season 1, but just the way Season 2 ended, was a major cliffhanger with what happens there, and I'm just really looking forward to not only the comments but just how everything gets resolved and moving forward what happens from there, because again I'm so invested and I really love and dig this show. I would expect, again, just speculating, I don't have anything to back this up, but my guess is probably around April or May that 2022 that this show is going to be released. All right, moving on to our next story. So Robert Rodriguez says, the Book of Boba Fett is going to blow your mind. He also says that, and I quote, I can talk it up all I want because I know it over-delivers. It way over-delivers. People are going to be so pumped when they see it. Well, Robert, I am pumped. I mean, obviously, of course, what are you going to expect the guy who's working on the show to say, that the show sucks? Of course not. And having said that, I do expect this show to deliver because Boba Fett, not only, I mean, can't call him one of my favorite characters in the original trilogy because he was barely in it, but of course the scenes he was in Empire and Return of the Jedi, I thought he was really cool from the minimal experience we did get to have of him in the OT. Having said that, I did really love the character in season 2 of The Mandalorian. I love the actor who plays him, the dad from Aquaman. I think Terrence something. I'm blanking on his last name right now. I love that actor. He's great. He brought a real level of toughness and seriousness to Mandalorian that was needed, and I just love the counterbalance that he has to Mando. And obviously, I don't know if Mando's ever going to have an appearance in this one. I wouldn't be surprised if he has maybe one episode, but that's beside the point. I'm really looking forward to this, especially after that post teaser, the post credit scene that we got at the end of season 2 of Mandalorian. I'm just super excited to see this show, regardless of Robert Rodriguez's comments. I mean, that makes me more pumped in general, anyways. But I was already pumped to see this, and I can't wait for December of 2021. It's going to be so exciting to see this show around Christmas time. I mean, I'm just really looking forward to seeing what they're going to do, the storylines they're going to come up with, and just see Boba Fett kicking ass Western style in space. Now, unfortunately, on a sad story, Ed Asner passed away at 91. I loved Ed Asner. There were a lot of different film roles and TV shows. He was in the Mary Tyler Moore Show. He was in Elf as Santa Claus. He was Carl in Up. He was in Cobra Kai even recently. He was just a really good character actor. He could do so many different roles. He had just a voice. When you heard it, you knew immediately, okay, that's Ed Asner. I mean, he's just such a really good actor, and it's just really sad that he passed away. Obviously, he's a little bit older, so unfortunately, that's life. We're never guaranteed tomorrow, so you got to live each day like it's your last. But I just want to personally say thank you, Ed Asner, for all the wonderful memories you gave me growing up, and all the wonderful films and TV shows that I got to experience with you. You really made, some sad days, made them a lot happier than they were when they were sad, and happier days even happier. So I really appreciate all the hard work and talent that you gave to me and the world. And I'm so sorry that you're gone. Gone but never forgotten. And rest in peace, Mr. Asner. A new Expendable movies is in the works with Sylvester Stallone, Dolph Lundgren, Jason Statham, and Randy Couture are set to reprise their roles. Tony Jaa, Megan Fox, and 50 Cent are also set to join the cast. Now, I don't know if I'm that excited about this movie. I mean, it's an Expendables film. It's going to be fun action. We all know that. I really did like the second one with Jean-Claude Van Damme as the bad guy. I really did like that one. And Liam Hemsworth, Chris Hemsworth's brother, I did enjoy that film. I actually thought that film got a little more deeper than 1 and 3. Those were just kind of, I mean, again, fun, soulless action films. And that one got a little bit more deeper in characters, and was a little more complex and more interesting. And I personally like the second one a lot more than 1 or 3. Having said that, I don't know how I really feel about this one. After the third one, I was kind of personally burned out. I was like, yeah, okay. I mean, it was still fun and whatever. It was entertaining, but I don't know if I really need another Expendables film. Having said that, when the trailer comes out, I'm still going to have an open mind like I do with any film. I'll check it out. I'm still going to see it either way. Obviously I got to give you guys a review no matter what. So, but having said that, I mean, I don't know if I'm too excited about this news. Like, I'll always see a Sylvester Stallone or an Expendables film. So, cool. But I don't know. How do you guys feel? Are you excited? Do you guys want to see another Expendables film? Because, again, for me, I love the second one, but 1 and 3 they were okay. Nothing too great. I mean, fun, entertaining action films. But, I mean, I wonder who are they going to get Arnold Schwarzenegger back? Nice pun, right? I wonder who else they're going to get back from the previous 3 films as well. But again, love to hear in the comment section. Do you guys want to see another Expendables film? And if you do, who do you expect to be back from the first 3 films? A Jungle Cruise sequel is officially in the works, with Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt set to reprise their roles, according to The Hollywood Reporter. Now, unfortunately, I still have not seen it. I do own the film, but I have not had a chance to check it out yet. Apologies. When Jason and I do, most likely we will be doing a review of that. Now, from the trailers that I did see of the first film, I will say that that film did look really cool. I did like the chemistry and the camaraderie I did see in the trailers from Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt, and I really love those actors just in general. They really bring it every scene in action-wise, and just they're good actors in general. So I am looking forward, and that's also a cool little ride I like at Disneyland as well. So having saying that, I do want to see this the first film, and I am looking for. This is exciting to hear that there is a second film. I did hear that a lot of people did like the first film, so I am looking forward to seeing that, as well as really interested to excited to hear that they are making a second one. So this is exciting news for me, and again, I will await a trailer and go from there. But I'd definitely be on the lookout. Jason and I will be most likely reviewing that first one probably in the next couple of weeks. Just been a little bit backed up with jobs and all that, and trying to do other things on this channel that we haven't gotten around to that review, but we will get around to that. I will be also doing references to trivia, so for sure be on the lookout. But let us know in the comment section, does this news excite you? Did you guys like the first Jungle Cruise film? Are you looking forward? Are you happy that The Rock and, or excuse me, Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock, are you happy that him and Emily Blunt are back? Did you like their performances in the first film? Would love to hear. Please don't give us spoilers because we haven't seen the film yet, but let us know in the comment section if you're excited about this news. Lionsgate is developing a film on Dennis Rodman. Interesting. The story follows his wild Vegas trip in the middle of the 1998 NBA Finals. Phil Lord and Chris Miller will produce. Now, if any of you know me, I'm a diehard Lakers fan, as well as Jason. Also growing up, even though I was a diehard Lakers fan back then as well, I was a diehard Chicago Bulls fan as well. Michael Jordan was one of my favorite players. And Dennis Rodman, also from 1996 to 1999, was one of my favorite players as well, because he was, of course, a Chicago Bull from 96 to 98, and in 1999, the season where the shortened NBA season, where Kurt Rambis was the head coach for the Lakers. Dennis Rodman was on the LA Lakers, number 73, before Kurt Rambis fired him for showing up to a practice late and with no socks or no shoes. But that's neither here nor there. Dennis Rodman he's just a very mysterious, enigmatic human being, and we did see a humongous documentary last summer come out about the 1998 Chicago Bulls, which was phenomenal. For some reason you haven't seen that, definitely check that out, whether you're a basketball fan or not. It's incredible. I believe that's on Netflix, but watch that documentary. It's so good. I wasn't too sure about what to make of this. So, and of course, in that documentary, the reason I was also bringing that up in regards to not only 98, it did show a little bit of the wild Vegas trip during this time, and how Michael Jordan kind of had to knock on his door, and Carmen Electra had to answer the door after a long night in the hotel room with Dennis Rodman. Interesting stuff. I wasn't sure what to think about this, reading this story, but seeing that Lord and Miller are producing, now I'm really interested to see what this film is going to be like. And it's going to be interesting to see who's going to play Dennis Rodman and Carmen Electra. Are they going to play? Are we going to have like private parts with the Howard Stern film where they play themselves, or are they just going to get actors to play those roles? So that's going to be interesting. But again, the Lord and Miller thing is what really interests me. More than the actual story itself, because anything those guys do, I will always check out. I love 21 Jump Street, love the Lego Movie, and I just think those guys, they just know how to make good quality films, and I'm really curious and anxious now to see this, on top of being just a huge Bulls fan and just a basketball fan in general, and a fan of Dennis Rodman from back then, and I think he's one of, if not the greatest rebounder of all time. Curious to see how this film turns out, especially now with Lord and Miller producing it. Well, guys, that's going to do it for this video. What'd you think about all the movie news that we went over? Let us know in the comment section. Also, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, if you did make it this far, I'd love to know in the comment section, do you think this is a segment we should be adding and talking about more often? We're probably going to do it twice a week if this is something you guys think we should be adding on, where we're just going to go over the top movie topics of the week. And I'm just going to share my thoughts. Sometimes when Jason is available, he will be joining me. Otherwise, I will most likely be doing it by myself, as I did in this video, but would love to hear in the comment section what you guys think, not only on all the movie topics we discussed, but I'd love to hear if you guys think we should be adding this to our channel and doing this at least a couple times a week, just going over all the movie news. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for this video. We are going to be pumping out some reviews for Shang-Chi, And we're also going to be doing references and trivia. So please, if you feel we've deserved it, hit the like button. It does help us out with the algorithm. Also, if you can, hit the subscribe button and then bell notification so you don't miss out on any of our videos. And that's going to do it for this video. See you guys next time.